What's up, folks? It's your host, Monkey Mike, back again. As you can hear, it's a nice day outside. Kids are playing over there. Wife's getting the cube all cleaned up because I'm going to take that to go see Tim tomorrow, pick up those wheels. And I think that's actually going to be pretty funny, stacking the wheels up in the back of the cube like that. Rice cars doing rice things. I don't know. Anyway, well, I got the Miata pretty much prepped and ready to do all the stuff. I figured I'd give you guys a little explanatory video about what's happening here, how you pull out a differential. It's pretty easy. So you can see my ghetto ass exhaust. Yes, that's the hanger I'm using right now. And then I put an actual hanger on over there. I forgot, I didn't even seal those up, so that explains some weird noises I heard under here before. And also you can see condensation and unburnt fuel was coming out of there. So it doesn't sit that low. The exhaust is actually nice and tucked up. I will show you guys that later. I do have the drive shaft bolts are loose. I have the axles are pulled out. Easy way to do that. That's called a pickle fork. Those two are not actually the ones I used. This one right here is the one I used because it's wider. So, easy way to get those out. You can see there's welding wire tied up. So that goes down and back to right here. And I use the nut for the top of the hub right there. You can see that's already kind of pulled out. So what happens is, first, I'll get the exhaust out of the way. I need to go undo that V-band clamp right there. And then the exhaust comes out because there's no more hangers. PPF is already unbolted. It's loose up there, and I just pull those off, and the PPF will swing out of the way because first I'm just going to get the diff out. I'll tackle the trans after that. But I have that supported by welding wire on both sides, so this axle and that axle both have the same treatment. Okay, you can see that wire up there. That hub is undone as well, and they're pulled out. You see that. So the reason they're pulled out is as we lower the trans down, this is going to allow the axles to just kind of stay where they are, but they'll angle. See how that's just coming right out there? And that's just, you see it's binding up right there. Well, it won't be like that. I can put these back up in here and, well, actually, I guess I can't since I use the bolt. So whatever though, it'll support the axles enough for us to get this down, and then they won't hang and get all beat up. I guess having the boot kink like that for a little bit's not gonna, having the boot kink like that for a little bit's not gonna kill anything. So yeah, we just unbolt right here, and there's two, but I broke one of them, so we'll need to address that. And you can see these here, so there's two right here, and then I think these are 12s, and that's a 14, if I remember correctly. And then the diff comes right down. So that's what I'm gonna do. Give me a few minutes here, and hopefully I can get it down safely. I should just be able to use the jack under right here and just slowly let the trans down. We'll see how that goes. That's the jack stands. They are up under the pinch weld right there and on the frame rail. So just so you guys know, I wasn't doing this unsafely. The front of it is on ramps. So, safety first. So as you can see, we got a few things to weld up still. Probably go over some of these as well, because we'll be able to see where any of it may have been leaking. You can see this pipe got nice and hot though. Nice and hot. So the drive shaft is really quite easy to remove. I actually did this while it was free. You could hear just kick that axle out because it's turning. And I even broke these loose while it was free. You can use this side over here, put a wrench over here and see how it spins. And you can actually wedge it against itself and break all of them free that way. And here, I already have them loose, just so it's easy to get to. We can just do this nice and simple. So I'm gonna get those pulled out, and then I'll show you. It just slides right out. All right, we're now ready to drop the drive shaft here. You just free it loose from that little hub. And then up front here, like I said, it just slides right out. It really is that simple. Next, we'll be taking off the power plant frame bolts and prepping to get the power plant frame out of the way. This is easily done. As you can see, I already loosened these. These are 17 millimeter. And on this rear bolt here, there's actually this washer we need to get out. I prefer to use one of these. Usually it's not that big of a pain to get off, but that would be this here. That's, you know, the PPF alignment bolt. Next, we can see the other power plant frame bolts that are bolted to the transmission. Just gonna go ahead and get those out. I believe this one here is a 14. Just like that, we only have the one bolt left, and that's going to hold it in place so that we can wiggle the PPF without it dropping off. So now I'm going to loosen these bolts here. First, I'll get the 412s. As you can see, I have the jack sitting right up underneath the trans, and as it starts to lower, I can actuate the jack to grab it. But because due to the solid mount of the poly bushings I have in here, if I put any pressure on the bottom of this thing, it starts to lift the car up. So that about right there is all I get. All right, now what you're gonna see as I slowly let this differential down is these are gonna start bowing downward. And as they do, make sure these wires are up underneath them real well. And slowly start to come down here. Oh wait, first I need to get the PPF out of the way. Oh, did we hit it? God, it'd be nice. Woo! All right. So, once you get this piece out, which was a giant pain in the butt, the diff should start to lower and come out. All right, so with this piece removed, this should be able to start to go up as the diff comes down. Oh, let's make sure that, oh no, whoops, crap, don't move diff, don't move. All right, so we see the axles are still slightly in the way. We can kind of maneuver them out. So there's that one. As you can see, that alignment piece right here has been what's given me all the issues. definitely gonna need to figure out an easier way to, because I don't remember having that problem last time. I mean, I put this differential in and it didn't give me these issues. There we go. Get this axle out there. Oh, come on. There it is. And that's how you pull the diff out. Pretty easy. Looks like this little alignment piece here dropped back in after we got it all out. As you can see there, the axles are being held up just fine. So an easy way to fix that is, as you just saw me do, is basically you're just going to hold this axle up, gives it a bit of slack, push that bolt in there, and now the axle sits at a fairly safe angle and there's no weird articulation happening while it's being held up. Same thing happened here. So all I did was pull this out, put the deal through right there, bring the axle up. It does take a little bit of finesse. Get back in there. Oh. Spin the nut, throw it around. Make sure that the front of the axle is up. Make sure the front of the axle is not sitting all wanky and dumb. And just kind of set it off to the side there. Should do just fine. Now everything's sitting nice and safe. All right, so we got the diff out. We get the exhaust all fixed up, but the welding is gonna have to wait till Monday. Tomorrow we're headed to Pine Top to go get our awesome new wheels for the Miata. And thanks y'all for being here. Hope this was insightful. And if you have any issues with this guy and this here, just know it's temporary. You can get it, it's not a big deal. You can either pop that up out of there, or you can do like I did, take that off, deal with that later. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.